I want to be a world champion. I want to be undisputed champion of the world. I want to be the first ever world champion from Liverpool. And I'm going to do that. I know that's in my destiny. I know it's in my fate. Whether it's the next fight or the next 10 fights, I'm going to be a world champion. It's that simple. If you want me to fight Justin next, if you want me to fight Posh Boy next, if you want me to fight Chorizo next, if you want me to fight Charles next, anyone can get it.
To get one of the biggest fights in the lightweight division, I am of course talking about Paddy Pimblett taking on Ilia Topuria. These two have been going back and forth at each other for a long time. They absolutely hate one another. They've been going back and forth, talking shit, throwing bottles of water at one another, okay? Calling each other names. They even stood in the middle of a UFC octagon after Ilia Topuria knocked out Charles Oliveira. Paddy Pimblett got in the cage. They squared up.
Starts calling out Ilia Topuria, the winner of Holloway versus McGregor. There was fucking, I guess that fight ain't happening. Maybe he could get Holloway though. But I reckon December, Ilia Topuria, Paddy Pimblett. Why not, man? Let Paddy Pimblett have his summer. He's back on momentum. You have to cash in on Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. You just simply have to.
Paddy Pimblett remains convinced that a future showdown with Ilia Topuria is inevitable. However, he believes Topuria may be a different fighter after Justin Gaechi exposed weaknesses that had rarely been seen before.
Gaechi for 5 rounds, and it was very competitive.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You got to be happy with that.
I didn't quit on me still like a...
No, see, this is part of the stuff I wanted to ask you about. What are your thoughts on Ilia right now?
He's a little bitch, lad. How can you sit there and call yourself a world champion and quit on you still when the going gets tough? You know what I mean? You don't do that. Real fighters don't do that.
It seemed like with Ilia's success, and he was talking about being a 3-weight division champion and stuff like that, seemed like that fight might not have happened between you two. But now it seems like it might be a real scenario. Is that something you're thinking about?
I always wanted to fight him, lad. I think it's inevitable at some point that I'll fight him. It's inevitable. At one point in our careers, our paths are going to cross. It's as simple as that. But, you know, Justin Gaechi beat me and I said he was going to beat Ilia because I know I'd beat Ilia.
Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria have had a tense rivalry for quite some time. Their feud intensified at UFC London when Topuria confronted Paddy face-to-face, adding even more heat to a matchup that had already been fueled by months of verbal exchanges. Whenever Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria meet at press events, things rarely remain friendly for long. Their face-offs are regularly filled with sharp exchanges and verbal shots, with every encounter adding even more tension to a rivalry that has become increasingly personal.
He hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad. He needs to sort his life out.
Back in your mouth, please, loudly, shut up, man.
What did you say, Jared, anyway? That little bum's irrelevant. As a boy, you little mongrel.
De corazón. Hey.
English, yeah?
Hey.
Speak English.
You want to talk to me like the man to man? You said something about me. I went to your country. I slap your face. I get at the waist and grin. I walk like a king in your street.
Are you talking English?
And what you did?
Is that English?
Man? Yeah, of course I do.
Speak English for the people.
Shut up.
Not German or Spanish like you're from.
I'm talking in English and you in English. Y que te follen en español.
Paddy Pimblett continued to fuel their rivalry by taking aim at Ilia Topuria after his defeat to Justin Gaechi. Paddy used the loss as another opportunity to criticize his longtime rival, arguing that the defeat revealed weaknesses in Topuria that could no longer be ignored.
You little... And this is what I'd do to you. I'd make you quit. Oh! Nice right hand by Justin. Oh! Gaechi always goes for the kill. I know he could leave himself a bit open, being a bit overzealous and trying to finish him, but it doesn't look to me like Topuria's got that power still, lad. And you can see, never faced any adversity in your life, lad, and now you're facing it and you're quitting like a little. I went 5 with him, lad, and kept biting down on me gummy and swing him till the last bell. Ilia's on mount, yeah. Let's see if we can do anything with it. This could steal in the round, definitely, lad. But looks like Gaechi's trying to...
Following his victory, Paddy Pimblett made it clear that he would welcome another fight with Justin Gaechi. He views a rematch as unfinished business and remains willing to step back into the octagon with Gaechi despite what happened in their first encounter.
My God, you quit like a little... My face was worse than yours, you little... Get that Twitter up now, lad. I'm quote tweeting that tweet he sent to me. Justin Gaechi. Well in, lad. Undisputed champion, you deserve it after your career. But now I want that rematch. I am going to finish BSD and I want that rematch with Justin Gaechi for the undisputed title. I told you, didn't I? It was fate. Justin Gaechi, man, that's off to you. You deserve it for the fucking heavy career you've had. You absolutely deserve it, lad. Everyone gave me shit for getting beat by him. What now? What now, lad? Thought he was finished, thought he was 38, thought he was over the hill, and then he just beat you. Greatest fighter of all time, Ilia Topuria.
Paddy Pimblett believes Ilia Topuria will not return as the same fighter after his defeat to Justin Gaechi. In Paddy's view, a loss of this magnitude can leave a lasting impact and influence how a fighter approaches future bouts.
Not the same.
Really?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying because that can change.
He's never lost before. Like, I lost when I was 18, lad. I had to build myself back up then. Yep. Then I lost again when I was 21 when I thought I was invincible.
Yep.
But he's never lost before. And he's about 27. And his whole aura around his fighting is, I'm unbeaten, no one can beat me. Now he's just being beat by Justin Gaechi. In his words, 38-year-old man. Know what I mean? When he beat me.
Yeah.
And then he just went and absolutely punched his face in for 4 rounds.
It wasn't quite like that, but you're right, though. He did beat him convincingly and did make him...
Although some details did not unfold exactly as expected, the result was still convincing, with Gaechi earning a clear victory and forcing Topuria to quit. Now, as the new undisputed champion, Justin Gaechi is widely expected to make his first title defense against Arman Tsarukyan. With Tsarukyan's strong record and position near the top of the rankings, the potential matchup already looks like an intriguing next chapter for the lightweight division.
Fight is Arman versus Justin Gaechi, right?
As we all been saying, thought it would happen, man. Back when he got the Paddy fight, I was like, rightfully so.
But is that it? Is that it?
In my opinion, yes. Arman is
going to be ready for the rematch.
Arman is ready. I think Ilia is going to need some time to recover. I'm not sure just winning the title and not defending warrants the immediate rematch.
Yeah.
Looking beyond the defeat, Ariel Helwani and his guest offered a different perspective on Topuria's future. They argued that suffering his first loss could actually remove some of the pressure that came with being expected to remain perfect. In their view, this gives Topuria an opportunity to rebuild without carrying the same burden of an unbeaten record, and they remain confident that he can eventually return to the top.
Pressure is off for this. Now he doesn't have to press. He doesn't have to be the guy. He chased the knockout against Justin Gaechi to a degree that I think was to his detriment. He was entering a war with Justin Gaechi in a way that he hadn't in the past, and I don't think he needed to, because he wanted to knock him out, because he had built the expectations to this level. He now has the opportunity to not have to worry about that. He now has the opportunity to say, I've suffered defeat, I've made it out of the other side, I'm all good. I'm still a gangster, and he's gonna rebuild himself. If anybody's selling Ilia Topuria stock, I'm buying all of it. I will buy every single shred of it.
I agree.
Despite the setbacks and growing doubts, Ilia Topuria has made it clear that he wants another opportunity against Justin Gaechi. He remains confident despite the criticism and unfavorable circumstances, viewing the defeat as unfinished business rather than the end of their story. Topuria has no intention of walking away without trying to settle the rivalry again.
Justin, congratulations. You said you'd leave your mark on my face, and you did. Class. You took the sight from my right eye in the first round, and by the end of the second, from my left too. No excuses. At one of the best camps of my life, I came in sharp, prepared, and ready. Last night was your night. That's the nature of this game. Glory and pain walk side by side. I'll heal, I'll rest, and I'll return stronger, wiser, and far more dangerous. And trust me, this story between us is far from over. We will have our rematch. I mean, that's right. Credit
Glory
at the
and pain
top.
walk side by side. Unbelievable.
Still giving out bars. Unsurprising to me. I imagine that he was going to be gracious in defeat. I know he does the predicting everything, celebrating beforehand, showboating, all of that. But it doesn't surprise me
That is amazing.
He's carrying himself with class throughout this. I mean, you see it with all the great champions.
Michael Bisping believes Ilia Topuria could spend around 6 months on the sidelines while recovering from the orbital fractures suffered in his fight with Justin Gaechi. He emphasized that an injury of this nature requires patience and should not be rushed, meaning fans may have to wait several months before Topuria is ready to return to the octagon.
I need about 6 months off. He broke both orbital bones in his face, okay? I'm not surprised. The man was black and blue, okay? The swelling on the face, the swelling on the nose. It's okay. He'll be back. He'll be fine, right? Will he be the same version of himself? We don't know. We got to assume. I thought the way that Ilia Topuria handled himself after the fight was nothing but class. I think I saw a story somewhere that his brother came over to him and said, "How you doing?" He said, "Hey, listen, did the people enjoy the fight?" That's the main thing that he wanted to know. And it was a phenomenal fight. Obviously, recency bias, one of the best fights this year, if not of all time. Topuria just lost to Justin Gaechi, so they're both coming off losses. And if he wins against Benoit Saint-Denis, well, Ilia Topuria is the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world. So it's still a good, logical matchup. And these two absolutely hate one another. There'll be a lot of drama in the build-up to the fight. And I, for one, want to see it settled once and for all. My dog is here. What do you think? Get out of here. Get out of here. And when you consider the stylistic matchup and what Paddy showed against Justin Gaechi, and the fact that, yeah, he did go 5 rounds, right? It would be a very interesting.
Considering the tension that already exists between them, Michael Bisping believes a matchup between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett could become a massive UFC attraction. He points to their established rivalry, personalities, and mainstream popularity as the perfect ingredients for a major event. In his view, the combination of genuine animosity and star power could make this far more than a normal fight, and he would like to see the UFC make it happen sooner rather than later.